start when they come out for warm-ups, which is going to be around 4:10, 4:15. Is that a possible?
I thought the tip was at 4:15.
No. Tip's at 4:30.
So this is different from what I was told. Okay.
I know, it's goofy when you have these weird start times that we're not used to. I know, man.
So about 10 minutes ago.
I'm going to go to
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show, presented by John Deere.
And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone. From the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse, Daily Dodge TV proudly presents Beaver Dam High School Golden Beaver girls basketball. And this afternoon, it is a matchup with Prairie du Chien in the opening game of the Beaver Dam Classic. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson inside the Fieldhouse, and I'm joined by my videographers and engineers, Ninja and Alex. And we welcome you into our broadcast today, which is brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Today's game is also brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bread Company, Surefire, and Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. Welcome into our pregame show brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works. We're just minutes away from the tip. It's the Beaver Dam girls and Prairie du Chien. The Golden Beavers come in 2-0 on the young season. Their latest victory was last night when they knocked off Portage in big fashion. 83-8 was the final there. The Golden Beavers led it 49-2 at halftime. Never looked back in that one as they cruise to the victory. Meanwhile, for the Blackhawks from Prairie du Chien, this is their season opener. They have not played a game yet, and Prairie du Chien, much like Beaver Dam, has been a quality girls basketball program over the last few years. As a matter of fact, last season, Prairie du Chien was 24-2 on the season. They were the champs of the SWC conference with a 10-0 mark. They ended up losing to Columbus 65-58 in the regional final. You go back even further in 2019, 2020, and 2021, 3 straight years, Prairie du Chien made it all the way to the sectional semifinals before bowing out. They lost to Lake Mills in 21, and they lost to Platteville in back-to-back years, 19 and 20. The Blackhawks also were in a sectional final in 2016 where they lost to Edgewood. They were at state back in 2011. They lost in the semifinals, and Beaver Dam was at state in 1991. That was the year that Prairie du Chien won the Division II state championship. So you go back to 1991. That year, the Blackhawks were state champs in Division II. Beaver Dam runners-up in Division I that year. But again, that just gives you an idea. This Blackhawks team has been very, very competitive, very good over the last couple of years. One player that graduated last year that you may have heard of, Lily Cron, she's playing for the UW Badgers right now. She's a teammate of former Golden Beaver Maddie Wilkie down at the University of Wisconsin. Beaver Dam, of course, made it all the way to the sectional final last year before losing to Green Bay Notre Dame. Benjamin Beaver's in the house. Always good to see you, Benny. Come on up here if you want. Come on. We got to get, boom, there we go. Good to see you, Benny. What's the story today here? Ready for a good weekend of basketball? Yeah? Now, you don't have your headset here, Benny. I think we need to, okay, I forgive you, but maybe tomorrow you can bring the headset. We can have you sit in. I mean, you've done pretty well when we've had Benjamin on in the past here a couple of times. He brings that headset on, and talk about the best mascot in the city. He's one of the best analysts I've ever worked with. So, Benjamin, good to see you, buddy. Here we go. Going to be a big weekend, huh? Should be fun as Beaver Dam gets ready to battle Prairie du Chien. I mentioned Beaver Dam already 2-0 on the young season. Meanwhile, for Prairie du Chien, their season opener, and it's a bit of a different look for Prairie du Chien this year. You look at their roster, and it's all sophomores and seniors. There are no juniors on this roster. Nobody in the junior class out for hoops at Prairie du Chien. So I was talking with their head coach, Paula Shedevy, who's now in her 12th season, and she said to me, I'm going to need those seniors to kind of be de facto coaches on the floor to really help the youngsters, those sophomores in the lineup. But she's excited, and she said, it's great to come to an event like this where they're going to be tested right off the bat, and they're going to learn a lot about themselves over the next 2 days. Right now, we're going to step aside, but when we come back, we'll continue the John Deere pregame show. And when we come back, you'll hear comments from Tim Chase, the head coach of the Golden Beavers, right after this break on Daily Dodge TV.
John Deere not only builds great equipment, it's a great place to build your career and a high quality of life. You see, there's a certain kind of pride in being a part of a great American brand. It's the security that comes from learning new skills you'll have for a lifetime, a more confident future with unlimited growth opportunities, and the knowledge that you're valued and rewarded with a competitive benefits package. We're Deere strong and Horicon proud. Are you one of us?
Welcome back to our live coverage of stunt magician Merlin Wormwood, brought to you by Surefire, your leading local installer of Lennox home comfort systems.
That's right, Matilda. Merlin Wormwood has locked himself in his mother's basement and is refusing to install a Lennox home comfort system from Surefire until she promises to start making him pizza bagels every Friday evening.
Chuck, I'm sorry. How is this stunt magic? Isn't this just a lame protest?
Have you tried his mom's pizza bagels? They're incredible.
When we come back, what's the secret behind Merlin's mother's pizza bagels? And the latest weather report with Surefire up next.
With a finance plan to fit every budget, today is the time to upgrade to new Lennox home comfort system from Surefire, your local Lennox premier dealer. Online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
We want to get you into your comfort zone. Chad Guzzi here of Air Care in Beaver Dam. We are your heating and cooling experts with more than 40 years of experience. Our trained professionals install forced air systems, zoning, boilers, in-floor heating, geothermal units, mini splits, and more to keep you in the zone. We want you to be completely comfortable with an efficient, quiet system that is designed specifically for you, your home, and your budget. Find your comfort zone with Air Care, aircareinc.com.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show, presented by John Deere.
We continue our pregame programming inside the BDHS Fieldhouse. Mike Tronson standing by with Tim Chase. He's the head coach of the Golden Beavers. And Tim, big event going on in the Fieldhouse this weekend. It's the Beaver Dam Classic. Talk a little bit about it. A lot of great teams from around the state coming in here for this showcase.
Yeah, no, it's kind of the center of girls basketball in the state of Wisconsin this weekend. So a lot of people have Thanksgiving and Christmas tournaments. We've got this event, and yeah, we're really excited with the group of teams that came up this year.
Talk a little bit about some of the teams that are here, and maybe some of the individual players that stick out, because I know there'll be a lot of interest for around the state looking at this showcase.
Yeah, absolutely. Today, Waupun and state champion, obviously multiple Division I kids on their team, and Brookfield East is up here. They're going to actually play tomorrow night. Those two teams, they have Shea Kelly, and they were a semifinalist. Hortonville's got multiple Division I. They're playing in Sun Prairie West, who's got multiple Division I kids playing tomorrow night. Our two games of Menominee was a game at team that went to state last year in D2, and we got Prairie Chien. It was a really good team today, and they got other teams like Platteville, Milwaukee Academy of Sciences, another local team, Columbus, who got to sectionals last year, Kewaskum, who made a good run in sectionals, Aquinas, who's got multiple Division I teams. So you can just, from the teams that are here, you can tell there's a lot of really good teams that are coming up this weekend.
To have this facility, this field house, you got to feel very fortunate that you're able to host big-time events like this.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to do it with our other place. We could have had a smaller tournament because we used to do a 4-team tournament, and that would have been that, which was still nice, and it was still a good event. But yeah, this kind of makes us the center. I mean, you see the scouts already kind of coming in from recruiting services and colleges and things like that. So it's a really great opportunity for the kids, and to see a lot of good basketball this weekend.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, not only is it a chance for coaches to come in and watch players, but your players get a chance to see other players and other teams from around the state, and that's got to be a good thing to be able to see what other programs are doing.
It is, and it's with some of these teams, we may see at some point down the road, and otherwise we could see a lot of good players, maybe pick up a few things, and it has that more of a different atmosphere, like more of a tournament atmosphere, and I think that's the thing as opposed to just scheduling, hey, we'll have one non-conference game. It has a little more special feel to it for our kids.
Well, you come in at 2-0. I know it was a rather easy win last night over Portage on the road. You got to rest starters, and with the busy stretch you have this week, probably a good thing.
Yeah, it's going to ramp up quite a bit now this week, or this weekend. So yeah, we're going to have a couple tough games. So yeah, we're a little beat up in a few positions. So hopefully kids will come back, and hopefully we'll learn a lot about ourselves this weekend. We always kind of break our seasons up into seasons, and so this is kind of the big event this weekend in our first season to see who we are and what we do well.
Well, you've got Prairie du Chien in here today, and talk about them a little bit and what you see from them.
They lost their best player last year, Lily Crum, but they got a lot of good players back. A lot of kids that were in the moment last year and got to play in some big minutes. So they've got a really good senior class to go with some good sophomores. So it's going to be a real challenge for us today.
What do they do that concerns you most?
Shoot the ball really well from the outside, mix up defense as well. Some really good execution with their offenses. So it's definitely something that, they've had that, we've had a couple games they've been preparing all week. And, I'm sure they're excited to open up their season this year.
And then, I don't want to look too far ahead, but tomorrow you would then get Menominee, and they were at state last year, were they not?
Yeah, they were a very good team. They're the run and jump, growing up in the Stout area, from what they do at the university there, that's a big thing that they do, and they certainly play that way as well. So a lot of full court pressure. They play against Waupun later today, so we'll get a good look at them as well after our game. But so definitely two different distinct type of teams that we're playing. And like I said, hopefully our kids will, our older kids that have some new roles will do a good job, and then our younger kids too, getting this kind of experience will rise up to the challenge.
You and I talked at opening night about wanting to find a little bit of an identity this time of year. I know 2 games is not a large sample size, but what have you learned so far?
We got a lot of kids that can play, I think, is the big thing, and just kind of figuring out who's going to be able to step up at the right time. I think that's the one thing. I like our depth right now. I think our depth will get stronger as the year goes on too when we start getting some other people back. But it's one of those things. It's kids do things well. Who's going to consistently do the things well, and then how much we can put those pieces together. We have a lot of pieces, but it's team basketball, so we got to figure that out. What's going to be the best way for us to be successful.
I'm looking forward to today's game and all weekend. Tim, thanks so much for your time. Always appreciate it. Good luck to you and the girls tonight.
Yep, thanks, Mike.
All right, that's Tim Chase, head coach of Beaver Dam. We'll step aside. We're back right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your Auto Owners Insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you.
Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
$6,000 off Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs are financed interest-free with no payments for 90 days during the Black Friday sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. You heard me right, $6,000 off. And the deals don't end there. $3,500 off the best third-row SUV in the market, Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and brand new Jeep Compass 4x4 starting at $32,685. It's official, the deals are back. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
At the Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo and 10-ounce prime rib plus full menu. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30 plus full menu. Sunday brunches every Sunday from 10:30 to 1:30. Make your holiday party reservations now. Call Mike and Doreen today at 920-887-0505.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show, presented by John Deere.
And we continue with the John Deere pregame show. Mike Tronson back inside the BDHS Fieldhouse, just moments away from the tip-off of this girls' high school basketball game between host Beaver Dam and visiting Prairie du Chien. It's the Golden Beavers and the Blackhawks. Well, the Beaver Dam Unified School District would like to thank parents and families for their active engagement in the education of their children. BDUSD staff are working hard to make the best of each and every opportunity they have to serve your children. Your partnership in that effort is critical to student success. The BD fam, better together. Beaver Dam at 2-0 on the young season for Prairie du Chien. This is game number 1 for the Blackhawks, and a busy weekend of basketball here at BDHS, the Beaver Dam Classic. Teams from all over the state, lots of quality girls basketball teams from all over the state are going to be here throughout the course of not only tonight, but all day tomorrow. Beaver Dam will be back in action tomorrow against Menominee. That's a game you'll watch right here on Daily Dodge TV. And they're not even going to announce starters, or they're not even going to do a national anthem. They're just going to start the game. So it's going to be Riley Zarnecki to jump it at center for Beaver Dam. And Tegan Radloff will do the honors for the Blackhawks. I'll get you the full starting lineups here in just a moment. Beaver Dam, as you see in your screen, going to go right to left in the first half, and Prairie du Chien will move left to right. Here we go. Glad to have you with us for an afternoon game. And the tap is controlled by the Blackhawks. We're underway as Ashlyn Knapp brings it into the front court. Man-to-man defense for Beaver Dam to start off the game. And here's Straka. That was Shayla Straka giving it to Knapp. Now to the corner, and there's a 3 on the way, and it's good. And that was Tegan Radloff that knocked it down from the elbow. 3-0 in favor of the Blackhawks. We're not even 25 seconds into the game. Good start for Prairie du Chien. Here is Donaldson for Beaver Dam. And now giving it to Ashley. Shea Marie Ashley over to Riley Zarnecki. Looking back to Ashley on the give and go. And the ball was tipped out by a defender. The starters for Beaver Dam, by the way, the guards, Shea Marie Ashley, 5'6" freshman. Maddie Kinsey, 5'10" senior. Bella A. Stryker, a 5'10" senior. And Taya Donaldson, a 5'10" freshman. The forward, Riley Zarnecki, I mentioned her, a 5'10" junior. We'll get you the starters for Prairie du Chien here, as I didn't get to list them. Donaldson, nice move down the lane. Missed the layup, but she got fouled. And Taya Donaldson will get an all-expenses-paid trip to the free throw line for the Blackhawks. The guards, Tana Radloff, a sophomore, and Ashlyn Knapp, a senior. Forwards are Tegan Radloff, a senior, Shayla Straka, a senior, and McKenna Forty, she is also a senior. First free throw's up, and it is good for Donaldson to get the Beavers on the board. They trail by 2 at 3-1. And the next one's on the way and good. So Donaldson knocks them both down. We've got a 1-point game on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Our pregame show today brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works. There's a drive, shot off the glass. No, but we've got a whistle and a foul on Beaver Dam. That was a drive by Straka. Missed it, and there was a foul called after all that commotion. Foul was called on Donaldson. That's her first. And the first free throw is in and out, no good for Straka. Shayla Straka, a senior. She averaged about 4 or 5 points a game last year. Second free throw's up and good. So make it 4-2. Prairie du Chien with the lead. Beaver Dam with possession. We're a little over a minute in to the first half. Opening varsity game of this Beaver Dam Classic. Ashley up to Donaldson, top of the key. Right side she goes. And we've got a whistle. Foul on the floor. And this one, we'll check it out here. This one's going on Tana Radloff, sophomore, her first. Second team foul of the game on Prairie du Chien. Inbound pass is stolen by Tegan Radloff. Bounce pass to the left side. Traffic catches up. Here's Tana Radloff out now to her sister Tegan, and a little lob pass was heading out of bounds. Forty tried to save it. She did. Saved it to her teammate Knapp. They work it into the right block. And here's a shot up, and it's no good, but I believe a foul here is going to go on Kinsey, and it's going to put Straka at the line. That's going to even up the team fouls at 2 apiece. And the first free throw is good for Straka. And that makes it a 5-2 game. Second one is no good, and they fight for the rebound. We've got, I thought there was a whistle. That was the other court behind us. There's a JV game going on. And now a whistle here on the varsity court as a jump ball is called. Kinsey had tied up Knapp, and the arrow is pointing to the left, and so that means it'll be Beaver Dam with possession. But the Golden Beavers trail by 3, 5-2. They're looking for their first field goal. Donaldson knocked down a pair of free throws. The only points thus far for Beaver Dam. Bella A-Striker out there now, giving it to Ashley, now to Kinsey. This is A-Striker back to Kinsey high on the right. Looking over to Ashley. She comes to the top of the silo and now out high to A-Striker. Nice backdoor pass. Kinsey wide open on the back door. They found her, and she finishes with a left hand. And just like that, we've got a 1-point game, and now a layup at the other end. And I missed the layup. Do you see who got that one, guys? I didn't see who got, and they're not doing PA tonight, so we'll catch it at halftime. Who got that one? 14? Thank you very much. All right. So that was Tana Radloff that got that last bucket. See, we've got eyes all over the bleachers here. That's where I miss Tim Haldeman. Having a color analyst. It's 7-4. And by the way, the clock's running. They need to they never stop the clock. It's been ticking here during this timeout. But anyways, we play on. Donaldson just above the free throw line. Step back, free throw line jumper. No good. Tana Radloff has the rebound. Throws it ahead and gets it to Greenlee Cron, who had just checked in. Sophomore, she's the sister of Lily Cron, who I talked about earlier, who's now playing at Wisconsin with former Beaver Dam basketballer Maddie Wilkie. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going back to the Golden Beavers. 14:48 left in the first half. On the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, it is 7-4 in favor of Prairie du Chien. Donaldson, right side, up to Kinsey. Round the horn, there's Ashley with it. Back to Bella. A-Striker looks off to Kinsey in three-point land. Down to the right block. Ashley double team. Kicks it out. Kinsey will try a three. Off the rim, no. Rebound. A-Striker tiptoeing the baseline, trying to get around a defender. And they're going to call a foul on the Blackhawks. And I believe this is Tegan Radloff, and it will be. So that would be her first and the team's third. Now subs coming in for Beaver Dam. As, let's see, entering, we've got Ellen Poles, a 5'6" senior. Carly Lappin came in, 5'8" senior. As the ball's thrown into the backcourt, Lappin had to catch up to it. And Emma Julka, 5'6" freshman, came on. Here's a shot, no good for Donaldson, missed it from three, and the rebound out of bounds, last touched by Prairie du Chien, is what they're saying. So the Blackhawks will take over. They'll have possession. They'll inbound on the baseline to our left. 7-4, Prairie du Chien leads on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, and the inbounds pass was tipped out, they're saying, by Poles. Pass was intended for Knapp. And now Tessa Higgins, a sophomore who just came on for the Blackhawks, sends it in for Knapp. She'll cross the timeline. Poles guarding her. And here's a three on the way, a little bit short, and the rebound for Donaldson. Defensive board for Taya. And she's 1-on-2 the other way. Now one hands it across to Poles. Poles into the lane. Julka dancing baseline, and she puts it up from a tough angle. Oh, Emma Julka. That was not an easy shot. 7-6 now. Beaver Dam within one. And now in transition, Donaldson strips Radloff. And Donaldson taking it all the way back. She ran into a double team, and a foul's going to be called on the Blackhawks. How about Donaldson doing it on both ends? Gets the strip, takes it all the way down, and then gets rewarded for being aggressive as she'll go to the charity stripe. All expenses paid. The foul was on Cron. And the first free throw is good for Donaldson. That's her third of the game. And that ties things up at 7 apiece. We have 13:38 to go in the first half. Next one, in and out, no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Tegan Radloff. Tied at 7 now. We're about 4.5 minutes into the game. And a whistle. And a foul on the floor. Yeah, thanks for tuning in a little bit early today. I'm kind of struggling with this 4:30 start time. We're used to 7:15, 7:30 start times, but that's all right. We're going to get done a little early today. There's a block by Donaldson. Blocked Higgins. And back the other way, Zarnecki takes the pass in for the layup. Missed it off the glass. Fighting for the rebound. It was grabbed by Knapp. And now Knapp across the timeline. Hesitation move. Left side, underhanded scoop shot. Missed it short. Zarnecki has the loose change. Gives it to Jalka. And Jalka one-hands it across. Pulls, finds Lappin right side. Back to Jalka, round the horn. There's Donaldson near wing. Back the other way. High on the right is Jalka. Man-to-man D here for Prairie du Chien. 12:47 to go first half. Entertaining ball game. 7-7 our score. This is Lappin. And she's fouled, and they're going to get Cron here. And it'll stop things with 12:40 to go in the half. Now, no disrespect whatsoever to Beaver Dam's first two opponents, but competition getting quite a bit tougher this weekend. And it starts with this Prairie du Chien team here, as we had some substitutions for head coach Tim Chase and the Golden Beavers. Some starters back on. A striker dancing between the circles, off a screen, sends it to the right corner. Kinsey right back up to Jalka, quick touch pass. Lappin, got to go left baseline, got past the defender, layup off the glass is good. Lappin turned on the Jets. Nice baseline move for Carly. 9-7, Beaver Dam has its first lead of the game. There's a turnaround J, and that one is off the rim, no good for Knapp. Offensive board, Knapp got her own rebound, and she missed the second shot. The putback might have been partially blocked. A striker now. Out to Lappin for three. Off the mark, no. Hit the back iron, bounced out, and it's picked up by Knapp. Knapp quickly ahead. Finds Tegan Radloff. Over to Cron. Cron on the right elbow. She's worked on there by Brooklyn Holt, who had just come on a little while ago. And now a blocking foul on Beaver Dam. I see free throws in Prairie du Chien's future. And as a matter of fact, Ashlyn Knapp, one of the seniors on this team, will head to the free throw line. And the first one is no good. Ashlyn Knapp averaged just under 9 points a game last year. She was about 65% last year from the free throw line. I'm looking at the stats that I got from our friends at Wisp Sports, and so hopefully those are fairly accurate. Second free throw missed short, and ball out of bounds. Almost an offensive rebound for McKenna Forty, but she could not handle it cleanly. And so Beaver Dam will have possession, and they have a 2-point advantage on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. With 11:45 left until intermission, it's 9-7. Beaver Dam with a 2-point advantage. Julka, right corner. Up to Lappin, now to A striker, just inside the center circle. Back to Julka, cross-court feed for Kinsey as they play catch up top. Now back to A striker. Looks for Lappin. Puts the ball above her head. One dribble and now sends it back to Julka as they work a little shot, a pass inside rather to Kinsey, and Kinsey with a drive to the rack. She scores. Well done. Kinsey, and there's a steal. Julka back to Kinsey at the free throw line. Sidearms it out. A striker step back three. It's off the rim, no. And the defensive rebound for Tana Radloff. 11-7. Beaver Dam leads by 4 now on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Bad pass intercepted. Here's A striker. Turning back the other way. Throws it ahead. Her pass is tipped. Right to Kinsey. To Julka. And her shot might have been partially blocked, and it's taken away by Tana Radloff. Everything but the finish, and now we've got a timeout. Timeout called by Prairie du Chien, a 30-second timeout brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. And if you would like to during the broadcast, you can send us an email, sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. And a couple emails already waiting for us. This one says, good game, Beaver Dam girls, and enjoy. Special shout out to Brooklyn Holt. Have fun. That's from Brooke's favorite Minnesota grandparents checking in tonight. That's Shar and Greg. Let's see what else we have here. And this one says, cheering on the Golden Beavers and our granddaughter Riley Zarnecki, number 23. Let's see a third win tonight. You girls rock. And that's from Diane and Al Zarnecki. Thank you very much. Again, sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for. We'll be happy to give you a shout out. Blackhawks have it. Radloff trapped in the corner, double teamed, gets it out of there. That is 40. Nice pass into the block. Shot is up high up the glass. Count it for Tessa Higgins. That was not easy, but they got it into Higgins. She scores, cuts the deficit down to 2. Until that, a three-pointer for A-Striker. Bella A-Striker from downtown Beaver Dam, 14-9. Golden Beavers by 5 now as we approach the 10-minute mark and counting of the first half. There's a ball bumped, kicked out of bounds, as it were, by Riley Zarnecki. Prairie du Chien will keep possession, and now a substitute for Prairie du Chien. Rita Achenbach had checked in, a sophomore. Now she exits as Tegan Radloff comes back in after a brief respite. Blackhawks trying to get it in, and they get it to 40 in the lane, trying to go over Zarnecki. Zarnecki knocked it loose, actually. It's still loose, and Zarnecki picks it up. Gives it to Ashley, who's back out there for the Golden Beavers. Shea Marie Ashley to Donaldson for 3. Off the rim, a little bit short. Zarnecki has the offensive rebound. Out beyond the arc, gives it to Kinsey. Back to A-Striker. Round the horn they go. There's Taya Donaldson, and she'll give it to Ashley again. Ashley on the dribble, sets up between the circles. Now to Zarnecki again. Zarnecki taken off, 40 guarding her pretty closely. 9:37 to go in the opening stanza. Donaldson has it high on the right. Cross-court feed, lob taken there by Kinsey. Right back to Riley Zarnecki. Zarnecki through traffic. Nice drive, layup, count it. Oh, the seas parted just enough, and Riley Zarnecki took it strong to the hole. Look out, is that an over and back? Yes, it is. On Prairie du Chien, turnover on the way up the floor. It'll be Beaver Dam basketball. 9:14 left in the first half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. And our score is the Golden Beavers 16 and the Blackhawks 9. Nice to see a lot of teams from different areas of the state coming into town this weekend. Prairie du Chien, I tell you, I love Prairie du Chien. I love that city. I love the area of the state out there. It's so beautiful. I love to go to Wyalusing State Park and check out all the restaurants and the shops down in downtown Prairie du Chien. You go across to the Iowa side of the Mississippi there. It's more of the same. Love that area. It's not that far from here, you know, about, 2.5, 3 hours I think it takes to get out there. So I know I'd like to get out there every once in a while when I can. Here's Donaldson, baseline move. Shot is up. Oh, it hung on the rim. Did not drop through. But Donaldson is going to go to the free throw line as we have a foul called on Straka, her second. It's also the 7th team foul of the half on the Blackhawks, and the first free throw, nothing but net for Donaldson. She's got 4 points in the game, all of them from the free throw line. 17-9. Next one, yes. 18-9, Beaver Dam doubling up Prairie du Chien on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. This is Cron. Cron into the lane. Pass intercepted. 2-on-1 the other way if they hurry. This is A-Striker taking it left side. Missed it short. And the rebound is going to be grabbed and then lost by Prairie du Chien. Now there's a loose ball. They scramble for it. Jump ball is called. The arrow says it belongs to the Blackhawks. So Prairie du Chien catches a break there. They're going to have possession off the alternate arrow. Straka will inbound right near her own bench on the far sideline, and she gets it to Knapp. Knapp throws it across. Taken there by Tegan Radloff. Out of the corner for Straka. Right back to the elbow. Double team was Radloff, and we've got a whistle. There was contact. Let's check and see who it was on. And it was the second personal on Kinsey. Also the 4th team foul as Kinsey now going to exit with that second foul. Carly Lappin returns to replace her. Inbounds pass, Tegan Radloff. Giving it now to Straka, bounce pass to the right block, kicked right back out. Cron going to go into the lane, and a quick pass, weak side, little 10-footer is no good. Rebound, Ashley with a defensive board. She'll bring it back the other way. Looking out to A-Striker for 3. Off the back iron, it's no good. And that's going to be Straka to track down the miss. Prairie du Chien with possession. 7.5 minutes left until they blow the horn. 18-9. Golden Beavers on top of the Blackhawks. This is Cron out in three-point land. Pass to the left side. They go down to the baseline. There is Tegan Radloff. Worked on by Zarnecki. Spins, puts it up over Zarnecki and scores. How about that? Tegan Radloff's got 5. And, boy, that was pretty good defense by Zarnecki, but she was able to go over her anyways. 18-11 as the Blackhawks cut the deficit down to 7 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Pass tipped, almost stolen, but Donaldson has it for Beaver Dam. And there's another pass that was kind of a dangerous pass. We've got a whistle, though. Let's check this one out. And they called a foul on Knapp, her first and the team's 8th. So it's going to be a bonus situation for the Golden Beavers. 1+1. And Ashley steps to the line. With her team up 7, 18-11. 6:53 to go first half. Ashley, front end of the bonus, missed it short, and the box out and rebound for Tessa Higgins. Back the other way comes Tana Radloff. Pass to Higgins. Higgins in the right block, kicks it up. They go left side and bobbled momentarily, but corralled there by Cron. Cron going to go baseline, almost lost it, got it back, puts it up off the glass and scores. Greenlee Cron with her first bucket. 18-13, Prairie du Chien closing the gap. They're within 5 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Just under 6.5 minutes left until intermission. Opening varsity game of the Beaver Dam Classic. At halftime, we'll talk about some of the other matchups. Now Beaver Dam wants a timeout. Brought to you by Reed Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Let our family take care of your family. It is a 30-second timeout. Well, we have a timeout. Why don't we talk about some of the other games right now? Well, we have that moment. And later tonight, Platteville will take on Brookfield East. That game starts at 5:45. At 6:15 here on the main court, Columbus takes on Westosha Central. Waupun will battle Menominee at 7:30 tonight. That should be a good one. Two teams that were at state last year. Waupun, of course, winning a state title. And then at 8 o'clock tonight, Lakeland versus Kewaskum. And we'll talk about the Saturday games coming up here in a little bit. More teams, more games tomorrow all day. Told you earlier that Beaver Dam plays Menominee tomorrow. It'll be a 4 o'clock start with our pregame show at 3:45 here on Daily Dodge TV. All right, back to action. Golden Beavers have it. We got a 5-point lead, 18-13. Donaldson stepping back near the center circle. Now Julka goes cross court on the lob to A-Striker, back to Julka. Didn't hang onto it long. A-Striker feeds Donaldson near the free throw line, back to Julka, looking into the right corner. Kinsey open for 3, no good, in and out. A-Striker, the offensive board. It's a reload for the Golden Beavers. A lob over to A-Striker. And now Julka. She was driving to the far side, decides to send it back to Donaldson. They're just playing catch up there. Now here's Donaldson, triple team near the free throw line. Julka takes it back to A-Striker to the corner. Kinsey will try a 3. It's off the rim, no good, and that defensive rebound pulled down by Higgins. I thought Straka was going to launch the 3 there. She thought better of it. Decided no. Now here's Tegan Radloff. Giving it to Cron, top of the silo. She's worked on by A-Striker. A-Striker with the steal. Stripped it. Going to go in for the layup. Yes! Bella A-Striker with the steal, and she goes coast to coast off the steal for the lay-in. 20-13, Beaver Dam by 7. Under 5 minutes left in the first half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Ball's knocked loose. Steal, 2-on-1. Donaldson going to take it in. Got the layup on the left side. Donaldson, 7 points for Taya. 22-13, so the lead is up to 9. And now fast break. Opportunity. Layup is no good for Radloff. Tana missed. Rebound for Kinsey. Little sidearm pass to A-Striker out right of the circle. Back to Julka. Around the horn. Donaldson for 3. Bullseye for Natea Donaldson. And a timeout, Prairie du Chien, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. It is a 30-second timeout. So again, we'll keep it here with Beaver Dam ahead now by double digits. It's 25-13. The Golden Beavers on top of Prairie du Chien. Well, the Beaver Dam Unified School District identifies a School of the Month during the school year. A shout out to the students, staff, and families of this month's school community being recognized, and that is our November School of the Month, Prairie View Elementary. Right down the street from my place. About a 2-block, maybe 2-3-block walk from my place to Prairie View. Nice neighborhood over there, great school. All the schools in Beaver Dam are fantastic. And Prairie View Elementary is our November School of the Month. All right, back to work are the Blackhawks, trailing by a dozen now. 4:10 and counting left in the first half. John Deere Horicon works scoreboard. Higgins hassled up top, little lob pass. Tegan Radloff to the corner. 3-ball off the rim. It's no good for Knapp. And Kinsey pulls down the rebound. Beaver Dam basketball as Kinsey is across the midcourt stripe. Sets up near the center circle, feeds A-Striker near side. A-Striker trying to get away from Knapp. Now over to Kinsey. Kinsey sends it right back to Bella. Now a quick pass to the free throw line. Donaldson out to Kinsey. Little lob was intended for Zarnecki, but intercepted by Radloff. Tegan Radloff with the interception. And now here's Knapp. Knapp, little hesitation move, trying to go against A-Striker. Kicks it back out to Straka. Straka right side, bounce pass to the corner for Tana Radloff. Tana, and had it knocked out of her hands. It's still loose, but then saved by Knapp. Knapp going to go in for a layup. Missed it. She got fouled as she hits the deck, and she's popping right back up with the aid of one of her teammates, Straka. 3:14 to go, first half. Knapp is going to go. No, thought she was going to go to the free throw line. Nope, that's not the case. Now we have substitutions here on both sides. We're just getting fresh personnel out there before we resume. And actually, the Blackhawks will inbound on the baseline to my right. 3:14 to go in the half. Lob pass in. It's Tegan Radloff with it. Tegan, pass to the baseline, bobbled, and then a shot is up. No good for Straka. She was bobbling the ball. She really couldn't get a clean shot off. Here comes Beaver Dam off the miss. Donaldson to the free throw line. Sidearms it out. A-Striker, lob pass to the post. There's Zarnecki. Missed it short. Might have been partially blocked. It's out of bounds. And it's going to be Beaver Dam basketball. They'll keep possession with 2:54 to go in the half. Mike Tronson with you on Daily Dodge TV. Justin and Alex are here tonight on site, helping me out by being my videographers and engineers. Donaldson with another 3-ball. That's her second triple. She's got 13 points, my friends, leading all scorers in the game, 28-13, and there's a steal. And now Donaldson back the other way. Look out as she ran into Ashlyn Knapp. We had a whistle. Knapp picks up the foul, 9th team foul of the half for Prairie du Chien. And Donaldson right back to the free throw line. Front end of the bonus is no good. Missed it short. Rebound was swatted out to the near sideline where it was corralled by Knapp, giving it to Tegan Radloff. Now a three at the other end. It's no good for Tana Radloff, and trying to save it. Actually, it went off of Beaver Dam because it looked for a moment like McKenna 40 was desperately trying to save it for Prairie du Chien. Well, it went off of Beaver Dam anyways. 2:23 left in the half. And the inbounds pass is taken by Tegan Radloff at the top of the key. She's guarded there by Lappin. Now off a screen goes Knapp. Knapp stops, free throw line extended, pass back into the lane. There's a turnaround hook shot, no good for 40, but there is contact, and so McKenna 40 will go to the free throw line. She was around 74% from the line last year, averaged about 8 points a game this past season, and she calmly knocks down the first free throw, 28-14. So Beaver Dam currently doubling up Prairie du Chien, and now 28-15 as 40 hits the next one 2 minutes and change left to go in the first half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. 28-15, Beaver Dam with the lead and possession. Here's Ashley. Screen set by Lappin. Now Ashley feeds it over to, that was actually Mackenzie Gritzmacher that checked in, missed the shot, but Beaver Dam got the rebound. Again, my Beaver Dam roster is all jumbled because they still have not gotten their new uniforms. They're still waiting for those, and a lot of these players are going to have different numbers when the new uniforms arrive. They printed the roster with the numbers for the new uniforms, but they're still wearing the old ones. So my roster is an absolute nightmare of scribbling and handwritten numbers, and so every once in a while I have to take a look, take a double take at some of these numbers. Foul on the play. I mean, I know these kids. I mean, those of you that are regulars on Daily Dodge TV know I've been covering this Beaver Dam team long enough, but it's still, I still got to pay attention right now, because if I do inadvertently call the wrong name, I certainly apologize. That doesn't happen all the time, but you know what? Even the best of us will do that once in a while. Foul, by the way, was called on Knapp, her third, and it's now a double bonus the rest of the way for the Golden Beavers. First free throw's up and good for Lappin. I know that's Lappin. She's wearing 33 out there. 29-15. Beaver Dam on top. Next one's on the way, in and out. And Tegan Radloff has it. And look out. Ball, well, we had players falling down, and they get it across, and they work it to 40, who used a head and shoulder fake to score. 29-17. A striker for three off the rim. No defensive rebound, and it's Prairie du Chien basketball. Straka pulled down the rebound. Tegan Radloff's pass ahead tipped out by Lappin. And that's going to stop the clock with 50.9 seconds remaining in the first half. On the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, it's Beaver Dam 29 and Prairie du Chien 17. Donaldson just knocked the inbounds pass right back out. And so Tana Radloff will try it again. Lob pass in and taken by Tegan Radloff. 40 works it down low. Shot is up. No good for Higgins. Got the rebound. Kicks it out. Three-pointer in the corner is good. Straka. She's got 5. 29-20. 34 seconds left in the half. Blackhawks trying to close the gap a little bit here before we head to the locker room. Beaver Dam with possession. Lappin above the free throw line out to Julka for three. Yes! Julka hits the three ball. 32-20, Golden Beavers, 16 seconds left in the half. 41 hands it to the baseline. Straka blocked from behind. Lappin was behind her and knocked it out of bounds. Blackhawks will keep it, though, and they'll toss it in with 12.5 seconds remaining until halftime. So this is Tana Radloff into Straka. No, beg you, that was Tegan, her sister. Now Straka has it, 6 seconds. And we've got a whistle. With 4.7 to play in the first half, I should say. Foul on Beaver Dam. Brooklyn Holt picked up her first, team's 8th. And so it's a bonus for Tegan Radloff. Front end is no good off the back iron. She got her own rebound. 2 seconds. 1, they better get a shot off. And they will not get the shot off before the horn. That's the end of the first half here at the BDHS Fieldhouse. And at the end of 18 minutes of basketball on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, our score is Beaver Dam 32 and Prairie du Chien 20. Stay with us. We'll take a break. We're back for our halftime report right after this break on Daily Dodge TV.
My dentist cares about me.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster. At Columbus Family Dental, we care about you and your entire family. We're here to provide comprehensive, convenient care for you and your loved ones in a comfortable, laid-back environment. Whether you need braces for the kids or cosmetic work for yourself, we're here waiting for you. Call us today at 623-5559 to set up your no-pressure, free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.
Ready, set, Ergo! The game plan is to make banking convenient for you. Ergo Bank has locations in Marquezan and Fox Lake with interactive teller machines in 5 different communities. And at all locations, speak with a live teller and conduct most in-branch transactions by transferring, withdrawing, or depositing. That's better banking by design. Open 7 a to 7 p Monday through Friday, 7 to noon on Saturdays. Call them today at 920-398-2336 or visit ergobank.com. Ergo Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
I'm not sure if most guys are like me, but I actually enjoy grocery shopping, taking my time going aisle to aisle, saying hi to just about everyone I see. But it's rare to get a friendly hello back. That all changed when I started shopping Fox Brothers, Piggly Wiggly, and Beaver Dam. Every employee at Fox Brothers seems to be a professional at smiling and caring and actually meaning it. The crew at Fox Brothers, Piggly Wiggly also means it when it comes to quality and freshness at prices that are hard to beat. This week, a 6-pack of 24-ounce Pepsi or Mountain Dew bottles, 4 for $10. Get your snack on with Food Club chunk or shredded cheese, 3 for $5. Scoop up the savings with Dean's Ice Cream at $2.99. There'll be no shortage of Christmas cookies when you stock up on Country Delight butter for $3.49. And get your fix on fruit with Navel oranges, a 3-pound bag, just $2.99. Save time, save money, and see more smiles in the aisles than anywhere else at the new Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, 810 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily.
Piggly Wiggly, shop the pig.
What's in your kids' lunchbox today? Turkey and bacon on honey whole wheat? Roast beef on sourdough? PB&J on cinnamon chip? With bananas? That is bananas, but that's what fresh baked breads from Great Harvest can do for you. Unleash your sandwich ingenuity. So show your kids some lunchbox love with chicken salad on cranberry orange bread, Italian on cheddar garlic bread. Then show everyone your creation at Instagram or Facebook using this hashtag. Great Harvest. Bread. The way it ought to be.
Is it time to update the bathroom? Then it's time to head to Hometown Glass and Improvement of Beaver Dam. Hometown has a full complement of Vasco shower enclosures. Hometown Glass makes your selection of enclosures easy, and they provide hassle-free installation. When you purchase a Vasco shower enclosure, your expectations will be exceeded. Hometown Glass promises you a classy, elegant, and luxurious centerpiece for your bathroom. Hometown Glass and Improvement, Highway 33 east of Beaver Dam, on the web at hometownglass.com.
And once again, we thank our sponsors that make this broadcast possible. Our presenting video sponsors include Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bread Company, Surefire, and Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. We are at halftime of this varsity girls basketball game at the Beaver Dam Classic, and at the break, the Golden Beavers lead Prairie du Chien on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. It's Beaver Dam 32 and the Blackhawks 20. Let's take a look at the first half individual scoring. For Beaver Dam, they were paced by Taya Donaldson. Taya leads all scorers in the game. She has 13 points, 2 threes, 5 free throws, and a 2-point field goal. Also for Beaver Dam, Bella Astriker with 5, including 1 from downtown. Emma Julka with 5, including 1 from downtown. Maddie Kinsey was good for 4. And it was Carly Lappin chipping in 3. Riley Zarnecki finished the half with 2. For Prairie du Chien, they were paced by a couple of players, Tegan Radloff and Shayla Straka, 5 points each. Each of those players had a 3-point basket along the way. 4 points for McKenna Forty, and then 3 players with 2 points each, Greenlee Cron, Tessa Higgins, and Tana Radloff, all with 2 points apiece. Prairie du Chien had the lead very early in the game, but once Beaver Dam was able to get things going after a little bit of a slow start, They were in command, and they lead it by a dozen here at the break. It's 32-20. Beaver Dam on top of Prairie du Chien at halftime. Let's take another break. Back for the second half right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
For every, where's the grocery list? I'll go to the store.
So you'll fill up my car on the way home?
Moment. If it has to do with your life and your money, it's a landmark moment, and Landmark Credit Union is here to help. With free checking accounts that offer you the choice of getting paid dividends on your balance or earning rewards points on your purchases. Opening an account is fast and simple and gives you access to Credit Hub, powered by Savvy Money, which shows your credit score so you can keep your finances healthy. Landmark Credit Union. Visit landmarkcu.com, insured by NCUA.
$6,000 off Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs are financed interest-free with no payments for 90 days during the Black Friday sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. You heard me right, $6,000 off. And the deals don't end there. $3,500 off the best third-row SUV in the market, Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and brand new Jeep Compass 4x4 starting at $32,685. It's official, the deals are back. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all area athletes. While at home watching or listening to your favorite sports team, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas in stock and ready for prompt delivery. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
Welcome back to our live coverage of stunt magician Merlin Wormwood, brought to you by Surefire, your leading local installer of Lennox home comfort systems.
That's right, Matilda. Merlin Wormwood has locked himself in his mother's basement and is refusing to install a Lennox home comfort system from Surefire until she promises to start making him pizza bagels every Friday evening.
Chuck, I'm sorry. How is this stunt magic? Isn't this just a lame protest?
Have you tried his mom's pizza bagels? They're incredible.
When we come back, what's the secret behind Merlin's mother's pizza bagels? And the latest weather report with Surefire up next.
With a finance plan to fit every budget, today is the time to upgrade to new Lennox home comfort system from Surefire, your local Lennox premier dealer. Online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
At the Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo and 10-ounce prime rib plus full menu. Fridays, the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30 plus full menu. Sunday brunches every Sunday from 10:30 to 1:30. Make your holiday party reservations now. Call Mike and Doreen today at 920-887-0505.
Well, the Beaver Dam Unified School District is one of the largest employers in this region. Their compensation and benefit packages are among the most competitive in the area. If you have a passion for serving children or know someone who does, please consider applying to be part of a great team that works together in common purpose on behalf of kids and our community. Mike Tronson back inside the BDHS Fieldhouse. Second half of this varsity girls basketball game Set to get underway, Beaver Dam and Prairie du Chien. It's the Golden Beavers 32, the Blackhawks 20 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. In the second half, as you can see on your video screen, Beaver Dam's going to move left to right, and that means that Prairie du Chien will go right to left. Beaver Dam's going to inbound to start the second half, leading by a dozen. So here we go. 18 more minutes of basketball. Beaver Dam 2-0 on the young season. For Prairie du Chien, this is their season opener. And I mentioned that early, but, Prairie du Chien, when they were struggling a little bit in the first half, remember that this is their first game. Beaver Dam's already got 2 games in. And for Beaver Dam, they're in a stretch right now where if you count tomorrow's game, that'll be 4 games in 5 days for the Golden Beavers. So, I mean, it's just a crazy stretch, especially in the first week of the season. But they did this last year, and apparently didn't scare them too much because they're doing it again this season. Here is Kinsey for 3. Rainbows a triple. Maddie Kinsey putting some arc on that one. That's her first bucket. No, beg your pardon. That's her first 3-pointer. She's got 7 total now in the game. 35-20 is 40 with a little hook shot. Scores again. She started to heat up a little bit towards the end of the first half. She's got 6, and it's 35-22 Beaver Dam on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Donaldson down the lane. Shot is up, off the rim. No, won't go. Rebound swatted out. Last touched by the Golden Beavers. And so the Blackhawks will have it. And a lob pass across the timeline taken by Tegan Radloff as traffic now kind of catches up. Radloff, left side pass for Ashlyn Knapp. Knapp being hassled defensively by a striker. Zarnecki tried to steal a pass. Tegan Radloff pull up Jay at the free throw line. Off the back rim, no rebound for Kinsey. Maddie Kinsey, lob pass to a striker. Working the right wing side. Back up to Donaldson for 3. Off the back iron, high in the air, it's no good. Kinsey tipped the rebound to Zarnecki. And now a whistle. Fouls on Prairie du Chien. And it's called on Tana Radloff. No, beg your pardon. It was called on 40. They were slow to put it up on the scoreboard. 42nd first team foul of the half for the Prairie du Chien team, coached by Paula Shedevy in her 12th season. A striker, line drive 3 is good. Bella right near her own bench knocks down the line drive trifecta, her second triple. 38-22, Beaver Dam leads. And now a whistle as Knapp was heading up the floor. We are just a little over 2 minutes in now to this second half of play. Mike Tronson with you at the field house. Alex is here tonight running the camera. Ninja, a.k.a. Justin Wilski, is here. He is my engineer. Takes a cast of thousands to put these broadcasts on. I couldn't do it without these guys. I missed you guys last night at Camp Randall Stadium. Here's a shot up and good for Straka. Had a great time, though, watching Columbus win that state football championship last night. And this is Ashley giving it to Donaldson. She's blocked, had it knocked out of her hands from behind by Straka, and Beaver Dam is able to save it. A nice hustle by a striker down in the corner to save it for the Golden Beavers. 3 minutes now gone by, second half. 38-24, so the Golden Beaver lead is at 14 on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Right now, this is Kinsey, just inside the timeline. Giving it to Donaldson. Now a striker, back to Zarnecki. My email box has been a little quiet tonight, maybe because of the early start time as we have a whistle. Again, if you want to send in an email, love to hear from you, sports@dailydodge.com. sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. You know the drill. Those of you that are regulars on these broadcasts, as we have substitutes now coming in for both teams. But yeah, we're not used to being here on the air at 20 after 5 in the afternoon. But it's all right. Every once in a while we like to switch things up. Just over 14 minutes left in this game. Beaver Dam with possession, leading by 14. Lappin giving it to Zarnecki, coming near side. Giving it now to Ellen Poles. Poles out there. Back to Julka. Julka turns on the Jets, gives it to Zarnecki as they play catch. And now Zarnecki going to drive into the right block. Fouls on the floor, though. She put a shot up, but there was contact on the floor. And the foul was the second personal on Tegan Radloff. Third team foul of the second stanza for the Blackhawks. And now a foul. Are they going to get Donaldson here trying to deny the inbound? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Donaldson trying to deny the entry feed and got whistled for a foul. Yeah, Prairie du Chien, one of many teams from across the state making the trip here to Beaver Dam this weekend. I talked to Coach Shedevy and said, "You're not driving back tonight, are you?" And she said, "No." They're going to stay at a hotel here in town. They look forward to doing things like this, where the girls can have a little season opening bonding trip. As Lappin knocks a pass out of bounds. I said, I didn't think you'd go back all the way to Prairie du Chien tonight. But again, it's about 2.5 hours, roughly, from here to Prairie du Chien. I've done that drive a few times. I'm talking about how I really love that area of the state. Now, they're staying in town tonight, which I assume a lot of the teams that are here are going to do that. There's a nice drive and a layup for Cron. Make it 38-26. Blackhawks trying to close the gap. They're still down 12 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Still a ways to go in this one. 13-13 and counting. Left to play. This is, I mentioned this is called the Beaver Dam Classic, this event this weekend. It's not one of your tournaments, your traditional tournaments where you have maybe 4 or 6 or 8 teams and you whittle them down and play for a championship. This is more of a showcase, is the term we use. A chance to get a lot of really good players, really good teams from across the state together all in one setting. It's a great chance for high school and college coaches to do some scouting and just a great showcase for the fans to have this opportunity to see all this talent in one spot. I was talking to head coach Tim Chase of Beaver Dam about that, and I said, there's a steal. Well, maybe not. It's knocked out of, it's going to go the other way. But, one of the nice things about having this beautiful, beautiful field house here at Beaver Dam is we're fortunate to be able to host events such as this. And, again, never take this beautiful facility for granted. I mean, there's 3 games going on right now. There's a game on the there's a couple of games going on. There's one to our right behind the curtain, one to our left. There's a shot off the mark, no good. Ashley has the rebound. And as she fell down, she kind of swatted it ahead to A Striker. Now A Striker giving it to Zarnecki, top of the bubble. Pass down low, intercepted. It was tipped and stolen by Straka. I mean, this facility, we'll talk about here, is a drive by Higgins. Higgins reverses, counted and one. Oh, what a move by Tessa Higgins. It's the hoop and the harm, and she's got a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. Nice move. Higgins is just a sophomore, but made that one look easy. And the free throw's up and good. She completes the three-point play. 38-29. So it's a single-digit deficit now for Prairie du Chien with 11:52 to go and a whistle. And what do we got? Timeout. Timeout brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. It's another 30-second timeout. And so we will keep it right here. I was talking about this field house, and, I mentioned that there's other games going on. This is the main court that you can see on your Daily Dodge TV video screen. There are curtains on both ends of the main court. Behind those curtains are other auxiliary courts, and there's games going on there. And as a matter of fact, if they wanted to, when they have like youth tournaments here, you can have up to 5 games going on all at once, because this main court can actually be split into 2 auxiliary courts. So then you would have 5 games going on at one time. That's how great this facility is as a turnover. And Cron was back the other way, but now, let's see, we got a whistle, I believe, a foul on the Golden Beavers here. And it's called on Ashley. Yeah, this is a great facility. We've talked about it so much over the years, but never take it for granted. There's a pass and a fight for it as Kinsey had the wherewithal to try and tie up Higgins. She did. They called a jump ball, but the arrow was pointing to the left. So the Blackhawks are going to keep it. They'll inbound on that baseline with 11:34 to go in the second half. 38-29, Beaver Dam leads on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Knapp knocked out of her hands by a striker. It went out of bounds, but Prairie du Chien keeps it. Zarnecki will exit, and Lappin re-enters. And their inbounds pass to Straka. Back to Knapp. Now to Tegan Radloff trying to go over Lappin. Shot is no good, but a foul is called. Lappin just stood her ground there. Put her hands in the air. She wasn't going to budge, but they're going to get her for a foul. So that means free throws. And the first one is good for Tegan Radloff. 38-30. And the next one is off the rim, no good. Lappin tracks down the rebound, but don't look now, but if you're a Prairie du Chien fan, hey, you're back within 8 here. You were down double digits not too long ago. Here's a striker for 3. Yes! Well, I spoke too soon. As Bella A. Striker knocks down the triple, and it's 41-30, Beaver Dam. Nice passing. 40 down to Tegan Radloff for the layup. She was behind the defense. Good ball movement there by Prairie du Chien. They're back within 9. And here is Lappin out to A. Striker. How about another 3? That's off the rim, no good. Ashley fighting for the rebound, and so was Cron. Jump ball. And this time the alternate possession will award it to Beaver Dam. Nice to see our good friend Benny the Beaver here in the field house tonight. And he wanted me to mention that I believe tomorrow the Mascot Hall of Fame is going to live stream its awards. And, of course, Benny, our very own Benny the Beaver, is up for the Mascot of the Year. And now a 5 count, Beaver Dam couldn't get it in. Ashley could not find anybody to get it into. I'm not sure what their platform is that they're live streaming on, but Benny, we are crossing our fingers for you that it's a good day tomorrow. 3-pointer, left corner. It is too strong for Tana Radloff on an offensive board. Cron to Tana Radloff. Now taken by Straka in the left corner. She's hassled, double-teamed actually. Lappin and Donaldson were all over her. Now here's Tana Radloff, and now there's nobody home on the weak side, picked up by A. Striker. Bella A. Striker, left side she goes. Now to Lappin, flips it up to Kinsey between the circles. Clock running with exactly 10 minutes to go in the ball game. We're 8 minutes into the second half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Been an entertaining game. Beaver Dam and Prairie du Chien. It's a 9-point contest. Beaver Dam with possession and the lead. 41-32 Golden Beavers. Nice drive. Donaldson blocked though at the last second out of bounds, but Beaver Dam will keep possession. Prairie du Chien, it kind of seems like they're maybe starting to get their legs under them a little bit here as the game wears on. I mentioned this is their first game. You know, they had a scrimmage here a while back. They've had practices, but you know, this is a first real test for them, you know. So you can cut them a little slack, but yeah, it seems as the game is worn on here a little bit, they've started to settle down just a tad. Beaver Dam, though, still with a 9-point lead. We mentioned that, people around here know how good Beaver Dam has been for so long. Prairie du Chien's been pretty darn good, too. And I talked about their resume a little bit during the pregame show. And this has been a quality outfit, quality program for the better part of the last decade or more. A-Striker's pass tipped high in the air and out of bounds. And this is just one example of the many fine teams that are in town this weekend. I mentioned some of them. I mentioned the other games that are going on tonight a while ago. Tomorrow, a big schedule of varsity games. And there's going to be games tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. all the way through 7 p.m. I'll run down that schedule in just a second here. And now Donaldson gets fouled. Westosha Central versus Platteville at 10 a.m. tomorrow. At 11:30, Milwaukee Academy of Science plays Columbus. 1 p.m., Prairie du Chien goes against Lakeland. At 2:30, it's Kewaskum versus Aquinas. At 4 o'clock, Beaver Dam battles Menominee. 5:30 sees Brookfield East and Waupun. And at 7 o'clock, last game of the night, Hortonville versus Sun Prairie West. Folks, if you've got nothing to do tomorrow, what you do is you get here about 9:30, quarter to 10, buy a ticket, come on in, plant yourself down in the bleachers, and you sit here till about 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. You watch game after game after game. And if you can't make it, we're going to be broadcasting the Beaver Dam game tomorrow as there's a steal, turnover, and here is Lappin off the hands of, actually Donaldson tipped it to A-Striker, back up to Kinsey. Just under 9 minutes left in the game. Donaldson for three, off the rim, no. And the rebound's out of bounds, going back to Prairie du Chien. Why not? If you got nothing to do tomorrow, it's not like it's going to be 75 and sunny out. Come on in and watch some great players, some great teams all day long. There's JV games going on too. Don't want to forget our friends on the JV teams. Don't want them to feel slighted because there's a full schedule of JV games too. And this is a pass. Back door, wide open for the layup was Radloff. 41-34. This game is not over, folks. Beaver Dam they've had double-digit leads, but 41-34. Prairie du Chien inching closer. They're within 7 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Getting a little interesting here as we start to head down to crunch time. Final 8:04 to go. Kinsey out near the center circle. Giving it to Donaldson. Donaldson near wing. Off a screen. Flips it back to Maddie. Kinsey now kind of directing traffic. Giving it to Lappin. Lappin's worked on by Tegan Radloff. Now a bounce pass back to Kinsey. Here's Donaldson. Going to go to the left corner. Driving, spinning, and she is fouled with 7:24 to go in the second half. Tonight's game brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Donaldson's first free throw is good. Gives her 14 points in the game, 42-34 Beaver Dam. Foul, by the way, was on Higgins, her first, team's 5th. Second free throw good for Donaldson. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Three-pointers good from the right side, Straka. McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bread Company, Surefire, and Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. We thank them all. 6:55 to go, 43-37. It's a 6-point game. Now A-Striker for three. That is no good off the rim. Offensive board for Lappin, and she is fouled on the floor before she could go back up with it. If you were tuned in earlier and Beaver Dam was up by, a dozen or more? And now you're coming back to us? Prairie du Chien has made a game out of this. 6:47 left. That third foul on Tegan Radloff, Radloff was the guilty party there. Her third. team fouls are even at 6 apiece here in the second half. And now a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. And it is a 30 or a 60? I think it's a 60. Yep. Let's take a 1-minute break. Back in 1 minute, Daily Dodge TV.
$6,000 off Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs are financed interest-free with no payments for 90 days during the Black Friday sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. You heard me right, $6,000 off. And the deals don't end there. $3,500 off the best third-row SUV in the market, Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and brand new Jeep Compass 4x4 starting at $32,685. It's official, the deals are back. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and reedchrysler.com.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
We have 6:47 remaining in the second half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Beaver Dam leads Prairie du Chien 43-37. Inbounds pass grabbed by Donaldson. She's guarded by Cron. Now Donaldson, nice spin, changes direction, and we've got a whistle and a foul. What a move by Taya. With Cron guarding her. And Donaldson, after getting fouled by Cron, will step to the free throw line. Front end of the bonus, good. I've got Donaldson for 16 points in this game. One more coming up. Next one's on the way, money. 17 points for Taya Donaldson, 45-37. The lead is at 8 for the Golden Beavers with 6:35 to go on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Straka kicks it out. Tegan Radloff has it. Now back to Straka, looking down low. Pass taken there by Tana Radloff. Out in three-point land, Donaldson guarding her. Over to her sister Tegan. Tegan, right side, bounce pass to the baseline, and we've got a whistle, a foul on the floor. That was Lappin down there, if I saw that right. Yes, it was. I was right for a change. Third personal on Lappin. Team fouls even at 7 apiece. Both teams in the bonus. 6:15 to go. Front end is good. This is Shayla Straka. Made the first free throw. She's going to take one more. That's up. That's good. 45-39, 6-point lead, Beaver Dam. 6:09 to go. Ashley in the backcourt. Better get it across. Finally does to Kinsey. And a return feed might have been tipped, but Ashley saved it. Out to the right side, A-Striker. Long cross-court feed. Donaldson. 3-ball. Well short. It is going to go to the corner, and Ashley, can she save it? Got it to A-Striker, and then she's tied up. Jump ball. She was tied up by Tana Radloff. The arrow is pointing the other way. It'll be Blackhawks with possession. And if they can score on this possession, look out. 6-point game as it is. Plenty of time here. So this is far from over. Beaver Dam looked like they were going to maybe start to run away with this a little bit. That did not happen, though. Prairie du Chien playing much better here in the second. Ball knocked loose. Cron had it knocked loose, and it was tipped right to Kinsey. It might have been Zarnecki that tipped it out, or tipped it out of her hands, I should say. All right, Beaver Dam nursing a 6-point lead now with possession. See what they can work up here as their head coach, Tim Chase, watches them closely from the bench, barking out instructions. Stay tuned for our post-game show. Tim Chase joins us every game afterwards for our post game and a turnover. And now a couple of subs coming in for Coach Shedevy and the Blackhawks. Hey, congratulations again to the Columbus High School football team winning the Division IV state championship game last night in thrilling fashion over Catholic Memorial 23-21. Tim Haldeman and I, it was our honor to announce that game on 95.3 WBEV. So tonight, it's a game we'll not soon forget. We will not soon forget it. Shot is up. Higgins off the rim, no. And that rebound grabbed by Lappin. Lappin throws it to A-Striker. Tries a three. No good. Missed it short. Rebound is loose. They're fighting for it. Scramble. Bodies on the floor. Jump ball. This time the arrow favors the Golden Beavers. With 4.5 minutes exactly left to go. Yeah, I'm surprised I have a voice left after that game last night. Got a little excited. When Corbin Hines hit the 31-yard field goal in the snow, I went berserk. It was one of the greatest moments I've witnessed in high school football. Donaldson with a move, and wait a minute, traveled. Oh boy. Well, that was a heck of a move, but unfortunately, it's illegal, and so it's going to go back to Prairie Duchesne. Fasten your seatbelts. 6-point game. Blackhawks trail, but they've got possession. Double team was Higgins, gets rid of it, and they get it to the corner. 3-ball. It's too strong for Tana Radloff. It's out of bounds, though, off of the Golden Beavers, so Prairie Duchesne's going to get a reload here. And now Beaver Dam wants a timeout. Brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Welcome back to our live coverage of stunt magician Merlin Wormwood, brought to you by Surefire, your leading local installer of Lennox home comfort systems.
That's right, Matilda. Merlin Wormwood has locked himself in his mother's basement and is refusing to install a Lennox home comfort system from Surefire until she promises to start making him pizza bagels every Friday evening.
Chuck, I'm sorry. How is this stunt magic? Isn't this just a lame protest?
Have you tried his mom's pizza bagels? They're incredible.
When we come back, what's the secret behind Merlin's mother's pizza bagels? And the latest weather report with Surefire up next.
With a finance plan to fit every budget, today is the time to upgrade to new Lennox home comfort system from Surefire, your local Lennox premier dealer. Online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
And along with Alex and Ninja, Mike Tronson back inside the BDHS Fieldhouse. 4:07 to go in this all of a sudden tight ball game. 45-39, Beaver Dam leads by 6. Prairie Duchesne with the ball. 40. Little jump shot in the lane is good. And we have got a 4-point contest. 45-41. Blackhawks, big comeback. They were down by 12 at the half. They're within 4 right now, 3:47 to go on the John Deere Horicon work scoreboard. Kinsey was being hassled up top, and she finally got rid of it. A-Striker takes it. And now A-Striker, after looking around for a few seconds, a couple of dribbles, and now feeds Lappin. Lappin back to A-Striker on the give and go. Oh my, a foul on the Blackhawks here. Okay. 4th personal on Tegan Radloff, 8th team foul, and it's a 1+1 for Bella A-Striker. And the front end is good for Bella. Bella tonight with 12 points, 3 3-point baskets. That's a big free throw, and that one as well. She makes that. 47-41. Golden Beavers on top of the Blackhawks by 6. We're down to 3:24 and counting left in the game. Offensive foul on Knapp. Oh, wow. They call an offensive foul. I guess got a little too much elbow there. And Beaver Dam's going to get it back. Just getting personnel set here before we resume play, but in a tight game like this, every possession counts. Every possession is critical. That could loom large there. I don't think she meant to do it, obviously, but it happened. Now double team was Ashley, got rid of it, and then Zarnecki's pass intercepted. That was Knapp. And now here comes Prairie du Chien, down by 6. 3 minutes and change left in the game. Knapp directing traffic a little bit. Sends it over to Tegan Radloff. Here's Tegan, left elbow. Sidearms it back to her sister Tana. Tana looking down low. 40 is, they're going to be a foul on Donaldson, I believe. They worked it down to the right block for 40. She got fouled on the shot attempt. It's going to be 2 at the line for McKenna 40. Donaldson just picked up her 3rd with 2:47 to go in the game. First free throw is good for 40. Cuts the gap to 5. And the second one, off the back rim, no. Fighting for the rebound. It's an offensive rebound for Tegan Radloff, and then she got tied up. Oh, my, at the last second. But the arrow giving it right back to Prairie du Chien. 2:44 left. A great fight in this Blackhawks team. After being a little slow out of the gate in the first half, they have played much better here in the second half. They played much better defensively here in this second half for starters. And this is Straka. Straka, little pump fake, now sends it over to Tegan Radloff. Pass to 40, bobbled it underneath the basket, kicks it out. And here's a 3, in and out, no good for Tana Radloff. And Lappin, the rebound, gets it to Donaldson. 2:12 and counting left in the game. Beaver Dam with possession, leading 47-42 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. A striker out high on the left. Cross-court feed to Donaldson. Clock running, 2 minutes to go. Tight ball game, 5-point lead for the hosts. It's been fun. Maybe a little closer than the Beaver Dam coaching staff would like it. And now a drive, but a whistle first. So the clock stopped with $1:47 left in the second half. And that was the 5th foul, by the way, on Tegan Radloff, so she's done. It's also double bonus the rest of the way for Beaver Dam. And I have Tegan Radloff with 8 points on the night as she is done. First free throw is good for a striker. Make it 48-42 in favor of the Golden Beavers. One more for Bella. A striker's next one is good as well. She has 10 points in the half, 15 in the game, 49-42. Beaver Dam with 1:42 left. And this is Knapp. Long 3. It's off the rim. No. Donaldson has the rebound, and she got tied up by 40. They're going to call a jump ball, but Beaver Dam has the arrow with 1:35 left. So Kinsey set to inbound. 49-42 Golden Beavers. And that ball was tipped out. Ashley's going to have to inbound in front of the Blackhawks bench. And gets it to Kinsey. Kinsey throws it ahead. Donaldson working the near sideline. Being hassled, double team back to Kinsey. Tiptoe on the sideline. She's double teamed. And it was, let's see, what do we got? Foul? Contact here on, is that 40? I think they were pointing at McKenna 40. And just waiting for it to go on this. Yep, that was it, and that's her 5th. Kinsey at the line for 2. First one, good. So 2 players have fouled out now for Prairie du Chien, but Boy, what a furious comeback here in the second half. They're down 8 at this point, 50-42. Second free throw, no good for Kinsey. Rebound pulled down by Tanner Radloff. 72 seconds left in the game. Prairie du Chien with possession, but they're trailing by 8, 50-42. Pass intercepted by Lappin. They were trying to go down low. Lappin intercepts the pass, gives it to Donaldson. And now Taya back to a striker, spinning away from the defender. Working the left side, under a minute to play in the game. Beaver Dam's got possession. Golden Beavers lead by 8. And if you're Prairie du Chien, you got to start fouling here. And so far, a lot of time coming off the clock. Beaver Dam's just playing catch with it up 8, and there's finally a foul, but my, how much time came off the clock? And they finally stop it by fouling Donaldson. So she's going to go to the line. She's going to get 2. Tanner Radloff with her second personal. First free throw is good for Taya Donaldson. She's had 18 points in the game, and she's had a lot of free throws in this game. That's 10 points alone from the free throw line. And make it 11. She drains that one. 52-42, so Beaver Dam, after all that, up double digits, 34 seconds left. There's a layup, missed by Tanner Radloff, lapping the rebound, and she's fouled as she came down with it. So with 28.9 seconds left, it appears Beaver Dam is going to go to 3-0 on the season, but they had to earn this one in the second half tonight. Yeah, they were up by 12 at halftime, but you know what? That's why they play 2 halves and not just one. And Lappin's first free throw is no good. And now subs, wholesale substitutions for Beaver Dam. Brooklyn Holt checking in. Emma Julka back in. Let's see who else. Aaliyah Guerra came in, 5'6" sophomore. Lappin's second free throw, no good. Rebound for Straka. Gritzmacher also out there for the Golden Beavers. 20 seconds left. 3 ball, no good for Cron. Rebound is loose. Offensive board, Knapp. She'll try a 3. Short. And the rebound for Gritzmacher ahead to Aaliyah Guerra, and she'll send it over to Lappin. That's just going to about do it with 6 seconds left. And now a ball knocked loose. No over and back. Beaver Dam has it, and that'll do it. 2 seconds, 1, and there's the horn. Final this afternoon in the opening varsity game of the Beaver Dam Classic. Beaver Dam 52 and Prairie du Chien 42. Golden Beavers improve to 3-0 on the young season. And for Prairie du Chien, they start their season with a loss, but it wasn't for lack of effort, especially in the second half. And they'll get back at it tomorrow. Both of these teams will be back at it tomorrow in day 2 of this Beaver Dam Classic. But the Golden Beavers a winner tonight, 52-42 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. What we're going to do right now, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our John Deere postgame show. Tim Chase will join us up here at the broadcast booth right after this break on Daily Dodge TV.
If a new smile is what you're looking for, we have the answer for you. Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental, where we specialize in making people smile. We promise to take the time to get to know you so we can provide you with a custom plan to help you achieve the smile of your dreams. Our experienced team looks forward to hearing from you soon. Call us today at 623-5559.
Come to Columbus Family Dental. The people here are nice, and I trust them.
Ready, set, Ergo! The game plan is to make banking convenient for you. Ergo Bank has locations in Marquezan and Fox Lake with interactive teller machines in 5 different communities. And at all locations, speak with a live teller and conduct most in-branch transactions by transferring, withdrawing, or depositing. That's better banking by design. Open 7 a to 7 p Monday through Friday, 7 to noon on Saturdays. Call them today at 920-398-2336 or visit ergobank.com. Ergo Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
John Deere not only builds great equipment, it's a great place to build your career and a high quality of life. You see, there's a certain kind of pride in being a part of a great American brand. It's the security that comes from learning new skills you'll have for a lifetime. a more confident future with unlimited growth opportunities, and the knowledge that you're valued and rewarded with a competitive benefits package. We're Deere strong and Horicon proud. Are you one of us?
Shop the pig! I'm not sure if most guys are like me, but I actually enjoy grocery shopping, taking my time going aisle to aisle, saying hi to just about everyone I see. But it's rare to get a friendly hello back. That all changed when I started shopping Fox Brothers, Piggly Wiggly, and Beaver Dam. Every employee at Fox Brothers seems to be a professional at smiling and caring and actually meaning it. The crew at Fox Brothers, Piggly Wiggly also means it when it comes to quality and freshness at prices that are hard to beat. This week, a 6-pack of 24-ounce Pepsi or Mountain Dew bottles, 4 for $10. Get your snack on with Food Club chunk or shredded cheese, 3 for $5. Scoop up the savings with Dean's Ice Cream at $2.99. There'll be no shortage of Christmas cookies when you stock up on Country Delight butter for $3.49. And get your fix on fruit with Navel oranges, a 3-pound bag, just $2.99. Save time, save money, and see more smiles in the aisles than anywhere else at the new Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, 810 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily.
Piggly Wiggly, shop the pig.
What's in your kids' lunchbox today? Turkey and bacon on honey whole wheat, roast beef on sourdough, PB&J on cinnamon chip with bananas. That is bananas, but that's what fresh baked breads from Great Harvest can do for you. Unleash your sandwich ingenuity. So show your kids some lunchbox love with chicken salad on cranberry orange bread, Italian on cheddar garlic bread. Then show everyone your creation at Instagram or Facebook using this hashtag. Great Harvest. Bread. The way it ought to be.
Is it time to update the bathroom? Then it's time to head to Hometown Glass and Improvement of Beaver Dam. Hometown has a full complement of Basco shower enclosures. Hometown Glass makes your selection of enclosures easy, and they provide hassle-free installation. When you purchase a Basco shower enclosure, your expectations will be exceeded. Hometown Glass promises you a classy, elegant, and luxurious centerpiece for your bathroom. Hometown Glass and Improvement, Highway 33 east of Beaver Dam, on the web at hometownglass.com.
For every, where's the grocery list? I'll go to the store.
So you'll fill up my car on the way home?
Moment. If it has to do with your life and your money, it's a landmark moment, and Landmark Credit Union is here to help. With free checking accounts that offer you the choice of getting paid dividends on your balance or earning rewards points on your purchases. Opening an account is fast and simple and gives you access to Credit Hub, powered by Savvy Money, which shows your credit score so you can keep your finances healthy. Landmark Credit Union. Visit landmarkcu.com, insured by NCUA.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
You're watching the Daily Dodge postgame show, presented by John Deere.
And welcome back inside the BDHS Fieldhouse. This is our postgame show brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works. My name is Mike Tronson. Final score tonight in this Beaver Dam Classic opening varsity game. The Golden Beavers knock off Prairie du Chien by the count of 52-42. With the win, Beaver Dam now 3-0 on the young season. Prairie du Chien starts with a loss, but they're right back at it tomorrow, as is the Golden Beavers in day 2 of this Classic. Let's run down the final individual scoring while we await Tim Chase to come up for his customary post-game chat. For the Golden Beavers, they were led tonight by Taya Donaldson. She led all scorers in the game, 19 points for Taya, and 11 of those points came from the free throw line. She also had 2 3-pointers. Meanwhile, Bella Astreicher had 15 points for the Golden Beavers, including 3 3-point baskets. It was Maddie Kinsey with 8, including 1 from downtown. 5 points for Emma Julka, all coming in the first half. 3 points for Carly Lappin, all in the first half, and Riley Zarnecki chipped in 2 tonight. Meanwhile, for Prairie du Chien, they were led by Shayla Straka. She had a dozen, 7 of those coming in the second half. She did have a couple of 3-pointers along the way. 9 points for McKenna Forty. She fouled out, but not before she finished with 9. Tegan Radloff fouled out. She had 8. 5 points for Tessa Higgins, and Greenlee Cron and Tana Radloff with 4 points each for Prairie du Chien. Tim Chase coming up here to the broadcast area right now. We're going to grab him a headset here and get him all situated. And Tim, can you hear me okay in there, buddy?
Yep, we're good.
All righty. Well, thanks for coming up, as you always do. And, boy, a little bit tougher tonight than it was the first couple of games. And you had a 12-point lead at halftime, but credit Prairie du Chien. They battled back, gave you a game in the second half. Give me your overall thoughts on this one.
Yeah, we had some nice runs in the first half, which we needed, obviously. You know, they've got some good physical kids inside. They have a good group of seniors inside that, you know, made things tough on us to stop them inside. So I thought they really did a good job. Thought we defended the three-point line pretty well. I'm not sure how many threes they hit, but I didn't think it was what I know they got one off a rebound in the first half. I don't remember a lot of other ones. But they got us inside, and we fouled a little bit. But we did the same. We got in inside a little bit, and thought we did enough to take care of it. But just got to clean up everything. It's a work in progress by a lot this year. So tough to be in, right after school like this too. You're in school all day and then get in right away. So it's a little different experience for the kids because we don't have many situations like that where they're in school and then boom, let's go play ball right away. It's more like practices like that, but not so many games. So.
Well, did you do anything, or did they do anything different in the second half when they kind of closed the gap a little bit?
I mean, they were doing the little half-court trap a little bit, which we turned it a couple times. We also had a little bit of success against it. I mean, more than anything, we just kind of struggled, I thought, defensively a little bit, being able to get through screens and, get in front of people and just finish the play. Thought there were a few times there were a couple loose balls where kind of the bounce went their way a little bit. A couple times it went our way, too, but we just weren't quite as efficient defensively as we would like to. And then on offense, we want to get shots. And thought we moved the ball pretty well at times and got the ball, players the ball. And we had definitely some good kids taking the ball to the basket pretty strong. So.
Yeah, sure did. Taya Donaldson, freshman, led you with 19. Bella A-Striker knocking down threes, 15 points. So you had a couple players in double figures. Talk about their game a little bit.
Yeah, Taya played a great game tonight, really, big event here for her to come out and play. Bella's been playing really well. She had some big shots for us today when we needed to. It seemed like we were it's very similar to last year. It seemed like the game against Platteville, which are in the same conference, which makes a little bit of sense and have similar type of teams. But they kind of hung around, and we had to play well down the stretch to get it tonight.
I thought Emma Julka, another freshman, gave you some quality minutes tonight. She had 5 points, and she gave you a lot of energy.
No, absolutely. Emma's a great player. There's a reason why they're up.
Yeah.
All of our kids on certain nights, that's the big thing is, matchups are going to be a little thing. Kids getting to learn the system just a little bit more, too, what we're trying to do on both ends of the floor. But, yeah, I thought there were some definitely positives from all the kids that stepped on the court tonight. So it's one of those things that we'll keep on trying to improve and try to keep on get better. This is your third game of the week, second in a row. Tomorrow it'll be 3 days in a row. How are the legs right now? They shouldn't be too bad just for the fact that, we were able to, hold back minutes a little bit on Tuesday and Thursday, both games. So if we had 3 games like that now, then I would say. But, yeah, tomorrow will be – and the nice thing about this and the reason I like events like this, okay, we're playing Friday, Saturday, so this is pretty much just like we just played Friday night and, you come back the next day in a tournament and got to play Saturday. So, that's pretty much what this is like. So we get a quick scout, tonight and talk a little bit in the morning and go through a shoot-around and try to improve on a few things and then come out and play. So I do like the back-to-backs because it just simulates the end-of-the-year tournament a lot. And you also mentioned to me you thought this will be a nice stretch here, yesterday, today, and tomorrow to prepare you for what you're going to face when you go to Tennessee in late December. That would be 3 games in 3 days. Yeah, it's going to be similar to that. I mean, obviously that's a lot usually, but and during that time it's not bad. And we were able to use a lot of kids last night. A lot of kids got playing time, so they kind of had that last night. So our other kids that played a little more tonight were a little more fresh, so that helps. And that's when you have these games, you got to expect to go a little bit deeper with everybody on your team. So yeah, no, we're happy. Prairie du Chien's a good team. I mean, they're a good team, and it was a tough win for us tonight. Now you will play Menominee tomorrow. They play a little bit later tonight. Are you gonna, the girls and you going to sit around and watch that game a little bit, or you just? Yeah, that's what I thought. Absolutely. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, they're a good team. They're going to see a lot of run and jump tomorrow. A team that made it to state and has a lot of kids back from that group. So they'll be tough. They looked pretty good the other night against La Crosse Central. They'd be pretty good. So yeah, we're definitely going to get tested with our young kids and our ball handling a little bit because it's a full court man-to-man trap kind of style, and they've got some good post players that played pretty well the other night. So a little bit different team than Prairie du Chien. Prairie du Chien kind of did the half-court trap a little bit more, and I would say a little more efficient together running their offense maybe. But Menominee's got some definitely good players, so it's going to definitely it'll be a tough challenge for us tomorrow.
You like that though, especially early on. Your team, you're getting to play these quality opponents that give you different things to look at, different things to work on. It's probably a good thing right now, just to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's one nice thing about playing different teams. I mean, I like to play games early like this, just because you can really figure out what you got to work on, and then we have time. And then as we get later in the season, I would rather have we can have this day to go a little bit harder maybe in practice because we got more time, as well as it gives us more time to work on whatever we need to work on, and be really prepared for whatever's going on. So, but yeah, like I said, this will be a good challenge for us tomorrow, and then we'll come back Tuesday with one more conference game here before break and have a little break for Thanksgiving.
Well, nice crowd here already. I just love it. You look at this field house here, Tim, and there's games going on just about every court. We talked about that in our pregame chat, that because you have this facility, we can bring events like this here. And but this is great to see this place filled and games going on behind every curtain here.
No, it's like I said, it's a good event. We got a lot of teams. Hopefully they keep on coming back. I think it's a great way to start the season. A lot of people do Thanksgiving tournaments. I think this one I like just because it's a little bit season goes a little bit, and then it doesn't have to be quite as much over Thanksgiving where you're kind of taking some time off of practice. So everybody has been able to practice for 2 weeks now, so everybody kind of wants to get out there and play a little bit.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Certainly a hard-fought win in the second half, but you're 3-0, and we'll do this again tomorrow right about the same time. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Yeah, 4 o'clock. Yeah, it'll be like I said, it'll be a good challenge for us tonight. But we got it done tonight, and that was good. We needed to win a game like that where it's tough, and we had to play well. So this is kind of what it's going to be like for us this year a little bit, and hopefully we'll just keep on improving each and every day.
Tim, thanks for coming up. Always appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks,
guys.
All right,
that's Tim Chase, head coach of Beaver Dam, joining us as he always does on our post-game show. We always appreciate that. Thanks, Tim, for coming up. And as Tim and I were talking about, we're going to be doing this all over again tomorrow. And tomorrow, the Beaver Dam girls will battle Menominee here in day 2 of the Beaver Dam Classic. Now, that game tomorrow, as Coach Chase mentioned, will start a little bit earlier than we did today. That'll start at 4 o'clock if we're on schedule. And that means our pregame show here on Daily Dodge TV will begin at 3:45 tomorrow afternoon. So plan on that. If you can't make it to the gym, 3:45 for the pregame, 4 o'clock tip, the Beaver Dam girls and Menominee. You'll watch it right here on Daily Dodge TV. Well, the Beaver Dam Unified School District is committed to its strategic plan and the actions that result in improved outcomes for students in our community. For more information on the school success plans at your child's school and the strategic efforts grounded in supporting academic excellence and social-emotional fortitude, please visit our website or contact your child's principal. Tonight's game has been brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bread Company, Surefire, and Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. Final again tonight, Beaver Dam a winner over Prairie du Chien, 52-42. That's going to wrap it up. Join us again tomorrow, please, if you can. Want to thank all of you for being with us today. I also want to thank Alex and Ninja, my trusty videographers and engineers here on site. And for Ninja and for Alex, my name is Mike Tronson saying so long from the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse. Have a pleasant evening. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. This has been a Daily Dodge TV Sports presentation. Good night, everybody.
You're watching the Daily